Hello there! This is Hammer
And the Fat Man.
and the Obvious. The Obvious?
I already said.
Oh, okay, sorry. We're here to answer a question from gentleman
John.
Johnny.
Okay, John asked this question. Dear Hammer and the Fat Man, my daughter is in 7th grade. Her left hand is deformed due to a birth defect. Most of the kids are kind to her, but there is one boy who has been bullying her because of it. What can I do? Signed, John, please keep me out of prison, from Jerkwater, Pennsylvania.
Jerkwater, Pennsylvania.
It was
That-
Jerkwater.
Really? Huh.
Don't bully. Don't be a bully. Don't make fun of his
I'm not being a bully. I'm not
Sounds
here
like-
to. That's true, I am.
Yeah.
I'm just repeating the name. I'm just thinking about it. Anyways, I obviously don't agree with any sort of bullying. It should be, it's not tolerated in my house. I don't know about your house, but
I'm the only bully in my house.
it's true. So it is tolerated
Uh-huh.
because you're the leader.
Well, I'm the bully in my house.
But the school my son goes to, they have a zero tolerance policy for bullying, which I think is great. I think it'd be kind of hard to enforce it, but I think it's a great idea. What are your thoughts?
Oh yeah,
there,
it's a
Fat
great
man.
yeah, it's a great idea, and that and every school's got a bullying policy, but yet bullying still goes on because you're not just at school.
True.
So people have to figure out how to take care of bullying at all
The
times.
best way to take care of bullying.
Right, the best way. So, so in this particular instance with John's kid, the thing I would say is that you have to handle this kind of on a twofold front. And I would do these simultaneously. So the one thing I would do is I would go to the school and I would actually go to the teacher and then invite the principal in, but I would just go to the teacher mainly. And I would explain to her that that can't be tolerated, and then I would explain to her why.
Well, I mean, if that doesn't work, what I mean.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Oh, that's true. Sorry.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So the thing that I think you need to do with the teacher is just to explain to her that if bullying's tolerated, if it's not dealt with immediately and succinctly, and fairly harshly, I think, then you're behind the 8 ball and you're not going to ever stop it. So the bully himself, probably the reason he's doing that is because he doesn't feel
He has his
safe.
own issues.
Well, he doesn't feel safe within the classroom. So he's trying to get them before they get him, kind of thing. So I just remember once that we had this kid that I went to school with that got bullied, and he was from this family that was just not. They were just
Are you judging them?
yeah.
Someone seriously called me at this hour?
They were.
This is not an appropriate time to answer a phone call. Unknown. Should I answer it?
No.
On live television?
No.
Okay.
So, but he was just from a
Hello.
family where the last thing he needed was to be bullied. They were poor and they just weren't very refined at all. And a teacher participated in the bullying of that guy. And
Back when you went to school, that was tolerated, wasn't it?
well, it's tolerated more, but the
I mean, 'cause
the point I'm trying to make, if you'd shut up and let me make the point, is
I agree, Finn.
that
I agree.
that
Toddler hammer.
when that happened, when this teacher participated in that bullying, not only did that particular kid not feel safe anymore, but the whole room knew that this was not a safe place anymore because they could be the target next.
Uh-huh.
Whereas if
So
that
what do you
teacher
do
had-
if it doesn't work and you approach the teacher and it doesn't work? You kind of work your way up the command, the
Well,
chain of command?
You're going to do twofold front. So
Okay.
most teachers go into the profession, they want to help kids. They love kids. So I can't imagine it wouldn't work. You go in, you talk to them, and you let them know that if they deal immediately, say if I was bullying that kid and the teacher had called me out immediately and said, "Fat man, you are not allowed to bully so-and-so in this room. So you're going to go to the principal's office and you're going to talk to him about this. It's not allowed here anymore from any of you." That would have been the end. Bam. Bullying would have been over in that venue. And then if that's a school-wide policy, then it's hammered on in the school. Okay, but these days, kids don't just live in school. They don't have, they have Facebook and they have
Cyberbullying.
Twitter and all.
Cyberbullying.
Well, it's just another venue to do what's always been done.
Mm-hmm.
So the
That's
other
true.
thing I would do is I would go to the parent of this kid that's bullying your daughter.
If the school has not appropriately handled the situation.
No, I would go anyway. I would do it twofold. I would be on two fronts at one time. So I would go to the school and tell them bullying should not be allowed. But I would also go to that kid's parents.
Have you done this in the past?
Absolutely.
Really?
And I would say,
And it worked?
Absolutely.
Good.
Say, because most parents, honestly, they don't want their kids to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to make some kid fun of some kid that has a deformed hand. That's not her fault.
Mm-hmm.
So go to that school or go to that parent and just say, this is what happened, and I wanted you to have the opportunity
So what should
to deal with this behavior.
What are we thinking? Like the consequences should be of bullying, or is that not?
That's up
part
to
of
the
question?
parent. It's up to the parent
Or the school.
or the school, right?
Mhm.
The other thing is that, and this is something that makes bullying more important today, or more devastating today, is that there's no safe place. When I grew up, and I graduated in the 80s from school,
From elementary school?
from high school.
Oh, high school. Okay.
We didn't graduate from elementary school back
Well,
then.
some people-
Everybody did elementary school back then.
Everybody did?
You didn't graduate from kindergarten. You just went to kindergarten.
You didn't get held back though?
No,
Back
they
in
didn't
the
get
day?
held back. So back in the 80s, when we were in school, when we went home, we were safe. It was a safe place. We didn't have to be bullied there. Because
Well, nowadays you got people like Dennis.
No, nowadays you got social
But
media.
you are a bully, right? And your kids went home to you, and you were a bully.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You just said earlier you're a bully.
I was a bully in high school.
In high school? Not anymore?
Well, I am only when it's necessary. You make it necessary for me to be a bully.
That's probably true.
Everybody on this that's watching this video wants me to smack you in the head right now.
Smack me in the
Yeah,
head?
everybody. 100% of you people
Nobody is
want
watching
me
this right now
to
because
punch him right
this
now
is not
and just get
live.
him to shut up.
This is not live, so nobody's watching it yet. So that's a false
Okay.
statement.
So anyway,
Anywho,
there was a safe place at that time. It doesn't exist anymore. Because you have a cell phone where you're getting
Cyberbullying,
texts,
yeah.
and you have a.
but have you seen that
a
new
computer.
commercial? There's a new commercial. It's got like this eye emoji. So whenever the kids sense or are exposed to any bullying, what do they do with that?
Yeah, but we live in the real world here, Derek. That's probably going to work out good. But we're talking to parents who want to help their kids.
That's true.
Okay, so here's what you do. You have to provide a safe place for your kids. And where they can go and be not exposed to that and talk to you and to just have a place where they're not being hammered on all the
Are
time.
you talking we should unplug?
Maybe, for a while.
Does that work?
For part of the day, for and you got to be in tune to your kids.
Well, that's the problem nowadays. American life is so busy, we don't have time to sit down and have dinner and talk with our children.
Well, you need to sit down and
Intimately talk.
you need to talk to your kids and tell them to get off the computer, get off their phone, and talk to them and find out about their life, and then protect your kids. And don't. I think people these days are kind of meek about protecting their kids, and they want to let other people usurp their authority on that.
Can you just define usurp?
And not me, man. I tell you what, when you were picking on my kid, I was all over that stuff.
That's good.
Like a rat on a Cheeto. And so get on it. Protect your
Don't
kid.
be afraid.
And
Don't let somebody else protect your kid.
Right, do
Protect your
those
own
things.
kid.
if you got any other questions about this, or if you have any comments, please comment below, and or send us an email at
hammerand@gmail.com.
Right.
And obviously, the Hammer does not support bullying, and I'm assuming the Fat Man does not. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. So let's put an end to this issue. Obviously, it's a long time coming, but we can hopefully put an end to it eventually.
I don't know if you put an end to it, but you can sure
Let's
deal with it.
let's minimize it.
You can deal with it.
Yeah.
So be sure to subscribe to our channel if you like this kind of stuff.
Till next time.
Bye.